while he's been America's nightmare. So let me tell you something, Mr. Trump. You gonna learn a few lessons from us. Predator, fraudster, and cheat, known for inciting violent mobs. She
leans back in my chair, a devilish grin spreading across my face. Well, if it isn't the tale of the ultimate showdown, the one where the most formidable witch of our generation, Jasmine Crockett, decided to take on the self-proclaimed greatest president of all time, Donald Trump. Chuckles and shakes head. You see, my dear viewers, when Jasmine Crockett, the congresswoman from Texas who's mastered the art.
And I'm gonna be the first one. You and your little friend off of Twitter. Y'all about to find
out.
Of
the clapback, like a seasoned Hogwarts graduate, stepped up to the plate. The result was nothing short of a magical masterclass in savage roasting. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It is free and help us bring you enjoyable content. And of course, watch till the end. Leans forward, eyes sparkling with mischief. Imagine the scene, if you will. Trump, the man who's managed to turn the Oval Office into a glittering, gold-plated playhouse, suddenly finding himself at the receiving end of a scathing, yet hilariously on point takedown. Grins impishly, and what could be more patriotic than that, you ask? Chuckles, well, my friends, I'd argue that this is the most American thing to happen since...
I want you to know that the crisis is here.
That's right.
I want you to know that the power belongs to the people, though, y'all.
That's right.
Do not feel powerless. In this moment, as the vice president said, as she could...
Boston Tea Party. After all, what could be more quintessentially United States than a powerful witch taking down the self-proclaimed greatest president, with the kind of sarcasm and wit that would make even the most seasoned...
Conceded the election. She said, dark times may be ahead of us, but she said it's only in the darkness that we can see the stars. I am telling you right now that the stars are right here. It is time for us to shine. It is time for us to be heard. It is time for us to make sure that they know we will not...
Slytherin proud. Leans back, a satisfied smile spreading across my face. Now, let's dive right in, shall we? Chuckles, it all starts
simple. We right now have a white supremacist that is sitting in the White House. He is backed up by other white supremacists. And if you really want to know who the criminals are in this country, you can Google it. You don't have to trust me. But the people that commit 80% of the most violent crimes in this country are white supremacists.
Started with Jasmine, the congresswoman who's spent her career fighting for the people and calling out the corruption that plagues the halls of power. Shakes head in amusement. Mr. Trump, you're going to learn a few lessons from us.
Yet for whatever reason, they sit and they serve at the pleasure of the president. They are the ones that were there on January 6th, tearing our democracy down physically. And now we have them tearing us down.
And I'm going to be the first one, Jasmine declares, her words dripping with the kind of sarcasm that would make even the most stoic of Slytherins crack a smile. Grins impishly, and just when you think it can't get any better, Jasmine really starts to unleash her wrath, delivering a scathing critique that would make even the most seasoned political analyst nod in approval. Leans forward, eyes sparkling with excitement. This is not what we should be doing, Jasmine proclaims, her voice laced with the kind of righteous indignation that would make even the most hardened of Gryffindors stand up and cheer. Chuckles and shakes head, but wait, there's more. Grins impishly. Jasmine goes on to call out Trump's constant whining and victim playing, pointing out that the man has had more witch hunts than an actual witch. Leans back, a mischievous grin spreading across my face. Now, let's talk about the real magic that Jasmine performed here. Chuckles, because she didn't just read Trump, she gave him the unabridged audiobook, the
And just imagine, we've got to go through this for a total of 4 years. I think that today will probably mean more to my district than my last weekend, because we are definitely living in scarier times. So I am so elated and grateful, number one, to have another
and a live-action adaptation all in one. Grins impishly. Jasmine hit him with the hard truth, calling out his legal troubles and comparing him to a toddler caught red-handed with a crayon mural on the living
Again, the only people that can fire me, regardless of how many other people around the country want me to be fired. I want my district to always know that they will always be my priority, and they are always
room wall. Chuckles, she didn't just expose him, she put him on a metaphorical rotisserie, slow-cooked him, and served him up with a side of reality, garnished with a sprinkle of, boy, sit down. Leans forward, a mischievous glint in my eye, and the best part. Jasmine didn't just stop at Trump's woes, oh no. Grins impishly, she also took aim at his delusional claims about winning the 2020 election, comparing him to that one guy who loses a game of Uno, flips the table, and then insists he actually won because he had a gut feeling. Shakes head in amusement. The reality check was swift and brutal, my friends. Chuckles, Jasmine didn't just debunk Trump's lies, she demolished them, ran them over with a truck, and set the remains on fire for good measure. Leans back, a thoughtful expression on my face, but you know, as much as this whole situation is a hilarious display of political satire, it's also a testament to the power of truth-telling in the face of adversity. Nods sagely. You see, Jasmine Crockett, the witch-in-chief, didn't just deliver a masterclass in savage clapbacks, she also shined a light on the absurdities and hypocrisies that run rampant in the halls of power. Her performance was nothing short of a Patronus-level charm, dispelling the dark clouds of delusion and obfuscation that have long shrouded the actions of the former president, Donald Trump. Leans forward.
Unfortunately, all of MAGA are beholden to their little leader, and they will do anything to get his stamp of approval.
A spark of inspiration in my eyes. It's the kind of truth-telling that doesn't just elicit a few laughs, but that also serves as a rallying cry for those who are fed up with the constant barrage of lies, conspiracy theories, and sheer lunacy that seem to plague our world. Grins impishly, and let's be honest, in a world where the line between reality and fantasy is often blurred, the ability to cut through the noise and deliver a well-timed, fact-based takedown is a true superpower. Nods approvingly. So, what do you say, my
We've got to do better at education. People don't understand, but you will understand when those hospitals in rural America start closing down even more. You will understand when you don't have your Social Security. You will understand when your Medicaid, your Medicare goes away. You will understand as planes continue to fall out of the sky.
Fellow witches and wizards, Chuckles, are you ready to join the ranks of those who are using the power of truth and humor to fight back against the Trumps and Melanias of the world? Leans back, a mischievous grin spreading across my face, because when we can laugh in the face of adversity, when we can use the power of truth to hold those in power accountable, that's when we truly start to see the world for what it is. A place where the absurd and the ridiculous can be transformed into something powerful and inspiring. Grins impishly. So, what are you waiting for? Chuckles, grab your omnioculars, pour yourself a butterbeer, and get ready to witness the next chapter in the never-ending saga of the Trump-Melania feud. Winks, trust me, it's going to be a wild ride.